Get off the internet and watch the movie and you'll enjoy it. Don't worry about what Egypt say, including me and Jamie.
Absolutely.
Ocean Drive falls with Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream, and more.
God, what are you wearing?
Well, I thought, we have to make an effort, and the sun is beautiful here today, and the ducks will be feeling left out.
Whack.
Yeah.
You got to check out the video after this. Anyway, go on. How are you?
So I'm great. I'm in great form. It's a beautiful day up here in Bundoran, and we've got two big movies to talk about, and of course, our Mr. Monday is one of our mutual favorites of the year so far. So it's pretty good, pretty interesting week. Lots to talk about, Jamie.
Absolutely, and of course, we're going to kick off with Disney's Snow White. Lots to be kind of controversial about this too, isn't there? But will we play the clip?
Yeah, let's play the clip, and then we'll get to the controversy and the review.
She is as pure as snow.
My parents always said this forest was a magical place. Is there anybody here? Wait.
It's a human.
What did you think I was?
Nothing.
Ghost. You'll be safe from the Queen here.
They say all you have to do to make your wish come true.
You have to run.
Is let it go. I'm not afraid to fight. Well, I can hear the echo loud and clear.
Making the new one, and like the old one is so iconic,
Yeah, and you're right. It is iconic, but so is St. John, it's Count John McCormack, for example, right? But 7-year-olds aren't interested in Count John McCormack. They might grow up to be. And it's the same. When you look at the movie there, and I was talking to a lovely teacher today from Ballyshannon, and she was saying she showed her kids it. And they were just they were looking at her going, why am I listening to this woman warbling? Because it's the style of 1937. And it's great for 1937. It's amazing what they do. But it's 1937. We don't watch a lot of movies. We don't listen to a lot of records. We listen to music from 1937 all the time, but it's a new orchestra playing it on a proper sound system, and that's kind of the idea behind it. Now, there was loads of other controversy, and part of it is, some of this I do think is Disney's fault, in that they always get the people to go, well, yes, I'm playing the role of Barry the Badger, and I really saw there was a vulnerability to him, rather than going, Barry the Badger is hilarious, and I thought it would make some small children laugh. There's nothing wrong with saying that. And they've kind of treated this with all of their classics. And rather than going, this is a story for probably 6 to 10-year-old girls, and then lots of people who remember what it was like to be a 6 to 10-year-old girl. And it's about magic and loveliness and all of that sort of stuff. And keep it at that. But there's a big hype about it, whether it was the fact of the casting and the ethnicity, because Rachel Ziegler said some stuff about the war in the Middle East, and then Gal Gadot is from Israel. But all of this is stuff and nonsense. And just when I went to watch it last night, Jamie, all the reviews sort of hit, the big reviews, and they were fairly negative, I have to be honest. And I was going, oh God, I'm about to watch this, and then all the reviews are negative. But it occurred to me, there are people like me and you. They are middle-aged men going, well, it's not quite, and I thought the acting, and I thought and you're kind of going, hang on, it's not The Godfather. You know what I mean? It's a movie for small children, and does it work? And I don't know. People with small children will find out this weekend, but I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure if small children were on the radio reviewing it for us, they'll go, oh, she's so pretty, and I really like the songs, and the bunnies were funny, and the Wicked Witch was really scary. Which is what the point is. That was the point in 1937. They weren't trying to change the world. They told Walt Disney children will not sit through a whole film. It was called Disney's Folly.
Yeah.
And it was a big hit. And I think if we treat it as this, I don't think it's the best of all the remakes or anything like that. But she's gorgeous voice. She's such a gorgeous voice. And she's beautiful. And she really does look like Snow White. Never mind all the fuss about ethnicity stuff. Because of the way that animation was done, and the kind of, it wasn't as clear and digital as the stuff is now. You're going, wow, it's Snow White. And her voice, right, there's a couple of really good new songs. There's one that the love interest gets to sing called Princess Problems. That really made me laugh, right? The dwarf thing, now, I think they did kind of get that wrong. They managed to kind of annoy everyone by, people with dwarfism don't like to be called dwarfs. And rather than just change the name and have Snow White say, oh, you don't like to be called that, what do you like to be called? Job done. they decided to call them magical creatures, and they kind of offended it, or kind of annoyed everyone, because all the people, the little people who are actors, were kind of going, "Hang on, we thought there was a role for us here." So they could have done that, and they've kind of the computer imaging. It is look a bit weird. I think you were saying off air. They thought it looks very animated. The dwarfs kind of, they're not. They're bit that it kind of it's fine. But again, I think if you're 6, you're probably going cool. Look, your man, he sneezes all the time, and the other fella's dopey, which is the point, right? Isn't it? It's the it's the point, right?
Yeah.
Again, it's not Hamlet. You know what I mean? It's not going to change lives, but it is sweet and lovely. And look, it moves on with the times a bit. She, takes a bit more action herself and doesn't just wait for someday my prince will come. She's a bit cooler. And Gal Gadot, I thought she was fine. She's very pantomime. Like, it's very, again, that's
what's meant to be.
That's what it was, right? That was really scary. Though it wasn't trying to portray subtlety or anything like that. I think it's fine. I think all the people here going, "Oh, I heard it wasn't great. Will my little girl?" I really think they'll like it. Maybe they won't love it like they loved Frozen and played it again.
I'm going to bring the grandkids. I'm telling you, I think they'll like it.
I think I really think it's good fun. Now, nobody will come this weekend as long as the sun lasts, because we live in Ireland and everyone's going, "I am not going to the flipping cinema when the sun shines." But I think when it comes up on Easter holidays, it's a good day out. It's a good day out. It's not going to change your life, but it's fine. Get off the internet and watch the movie and you'll enjoy it. Don't worry about what Egypt say, including me and Jamie.
Absolutely. I'm completely flummoxed with this. The Alto Knights. And I thought all these films were finished, but they just can't stop making them. It's Robert De Niro. And what really got me in this is he's playing the 2 roles, the lead characters.
Okay, true confession, right? I was about 6 months ago. The trailer came in and I was testing it from the projection room, so you can't hear the sound from the projection room. And I didn't realize it was Robert De Niro playing 2 roles. I was really confused and going, are they swapping ages? Are they both Robert? Yeah. But it is. They got Robert De Niro. They were going, who should we get to play against Robert De Niro? And this great, from the writer of Goodfellas. So that's the going for Goodfellas Heat sort of thing. And they went, hang on, now we've got the technology, we get Robert De Niro to act against Robert De Niro. Whatever about the fuss about him and Al Pacino, now we've got Robert De Niro versus Robert De Niro. And it's a story of 2 guys who grew up together. They were involved. It's based on a true story. They're involved in gangs, but one of them kind of went official and was kind of the polite face of the stuff. And was it was the business guy, and the other guy's the guy doing his dirty work, and they're both equally corrupt. Now, I haven't seen this yet, but I'm really looking forward to it because, the pedigree is really good. Obviously, Robert De Niro when he wants to be, and I've really enjoyed 0 Day on Netflix as well. And when he wants to be, still could be, he can still pull it out and be really good. Goodfellas is one of the greatest movies ever made, as far as I'm concerned. How that didn't win an Oscar, I will never know. Yeah. But and it's from good writers, and again, we like contrast. And I haven't watched, I was a bit sick of gangster and mafia movies in the 90s and 2000s, but now I think I'm ready for this, and I'm looking forward. So if you are not the Snow White audience, and if you're an old grumpy man like me and Jamie, and you wouldn't like it, let's go see this and see what it's like. I think it looks really interesting. Really looking forward to seeing it.
Unusual title, the Alto Knights, and I was telling you off here, Alto meant something else to me.
I have no idea. I thought it was a sci-fi movie just from the title. But no, it looks interesting. But I think we're talking Goodfellas Casino. That's the sort of storytelling we're talking about.
Okay, we have to go there. Right, before I let you go, Misted Monday, you're bringing back probably our favorite film of the year so far.
Yeah, a complete unknown, which both of us. Now you were much more aware of the sort of legacy of Bob Dylan than probably I was. I always kind of turned my back on him, even though I went to see him twice in the concert. But that was back in the days where it was a load of pints and then you went to the gig. And I really thought this was an amazing movie. I think Timothée Chalamet was really transformative, because he is a pretty boy actor and he was in Wonka and all that sort of stuff. But this is the role that he really got his teeth into. Plays the songs, sings the songs. But what I thought was really interesting is we still don't really know Bob Dylan by the end of the movie, didn't we? It's about the impact and how he changed so many people's lives with his music, with his success as a folk musician, crossing over to the mainstream, and yet was still an oddball and still is to this day an oddball,
Absolutely.
and wasn't really great to some people. Some people who really helped him, particularly girlfriends, but also like Pete Seeger and stuff. Although I was glad to see at the end that they do make up. But you know, he's an awkward, angular person, but a genius musically. And it's so worth, if you haven't seen it on the big screen with the sound system, it really is worth doing, Jamie, isn't it?
Absolutely. I've seen it twice. That'll tell you what
Yeah,
I thought about
that tells you.
That'll tell you it all. Look, thanks for that, and enjoy the movies for the week. We'll talk to you back here on Thursday. That's Collie on the movies from Eclipse Cinemas.
Bye.